Ambassador Martin was trying to keep the evacuation going as long as possible to save the maximum number of Vietnamese. Washington wanted to end the evacuation as quickly as they could. Martin was told there would be only 19 more helicopters. He was ordered to get the rest of the Americans out and leave everyone else behind.
You know, it was clear that the end was coming within hours. So at 4 o'clock in the morning, the ambassador and I went to the communications station in the embassy, and we wrote right there, and the communicator was typing out the message on the machine, sent our last message, which said, plan to close embassy at about 4:30 local time. Due to the necessity to destroy the communications gear, this will be the last message from Embassy Saigon. At about 4:30, a very peremptory order came in starting from the White House in Washington that the ambassador and remaining staff are to leave on the next helicopters.
I said to him, you know, Ambassador, you know, they're saying that you have to be on this helicopter, and he kind of looked at me dispassionately.
And the ambassador had these cool blue eyes, and he looked down at me, and I had a bayonet on the end of my rifle. And he says, oh, well, it's coming to that now. And I said, yes, sir, it is. And he was just very cool and very quiet. He wasn't ruffled at all, still in his business suit, still in his business attire.
He didn't put up any resistance, so I took him by the arm and, you know, helped him get across this parapet. He was carrying his dog, this little poodle, and so I took him by the arm and make sure he didn't blow away, you know, as we made our way onto this helicopter, and took him over and helped lift him up into it. And the other officers, you know, 3 or 4 of them followed, and that was it. I mean, you know, I just told the pilot, you've got the ambassador. And they left.
All the American civilians were now out. Only the Marines were left. Hundreds of Vietnamese were left behind inside the embassy compound.
Felt maybe mad at the ambassador for not starting soon enough or getting enough of the people out earlier. I think there was a lot of resentment there at that time.
With the ambassador gone, the Marines headed for the roof, from where they would be picked up by helicopter. They were followed by desperate Vietnamese, still hoping to be taken out.
We barricaded the building on the first floor, and there were gates on every floor of the stairwell. We locked all of the stairwells. Well, in about 5 minutes, some of the Vietnamese had broken through the doors. They had taken one of the fire trucks that we had there at night. They took those vehicles and they smashed through the doors of the embassy. At the top stairwell, we barricaded it with foot lockers. And then every once in a while, we would throw a little can of CS gas or something to try to clear the stairwell. And we just kept that barricaded up. Some of the people in the stairwells were crying for us. They were holding their hands up and like praying to us to let them in, and we just couldn't let them in. There just wasn't any room for them.